You have been awake since 4 in the morning. How are you doing?
I'm good because I had a nap from 12 to 12:49, and today right now it's currently almost 3 o'clock.
Okay, so you had that little thing. Do you set an
Yeah.
alarm for the nap?
No,
No? You
I
just
just turn my phone off. I turn everything off and make it completely dark in the room, and then I sleep for as long as I can, and I always wake up, and it's about an hour.
okay, and then tell me what your bedtime is now.
8:30, but my kids are away. So I'm doing a new show, by the way. New
Yeah,
morning show.
I mean, I feel
Fever
like
morning
people should
show.
know. She's the new host along with Nat Hunter,
Yes.
Chum 1045.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal.
Yes. Thank
Huge
you.
deal.
Thank you.
And you guys are killing it. You launched Monday.
We launched
Today's
Monday,
Tuesday that we're
Tuesday.
recording.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna try to put this out soon.
I've been listening. No, you're busy.
I'm busy.
You're busy. But you guys have been doing an incredible job. It is so nice to listen to it. It's just been seamless to me as a listener. And what's really nice,
Seamless.
no, just kind of like, I think, listen, when I think back to when we started the social, it was a bit of a clunky mess. And I think I was a huge part of the clunk. I didn't know what I was doing. We didn't know each other very well. But you guys are
Yeah.
such seasoned broadcasters that it was the transition to you was seamless.
Yeah, we're getting there. Like, we definitely still have, like, I feel like if we're like this now, then give us 4 months and we'll be awesome.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been
Yeah.
great to listen to.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
it's been
often will
amazing.
be lying in bed at 8:30 at night and I'll be thinking, I'm in bed and I don't have to get up till the morning. So I wonder what Josie's doing right now.
Yeah, no, the adjustment, I do love mornings. I can feel my energy level by like 10 o'clock just drop to the ground.
Of course.
And I'm not used to mornings, but I did it for like 9 years and I grew, like, I adjusted. So I think it takes your body like a good couple of months to adjust to the schedule. So
But do you like last night, Jaya and Jason were downstairs. They were playing a video game. And I was just reading my book and kind of drifting very gently. And every once in a while, Jaya would go, "Hey!" And it would rattle my nervous system in this way that is so like I feel it
mhm.
rush through my body. And I yelled at him, "Shut up! You guys have to be quiet." What how is your management and I don't have to get up. So how do you deal
Well,
with your kids?
currently my kids aren't here.
Okay. What will
My
happen when
kids
they
aren't
are
here.
here? What will you do?
I will. So that's half the reason we did this whole reno. So I could have my bedroom like as my solitude. They have their rooms together.
Do your earplugs?
No, I have my white noise
Okay,
machine, but they
okay.
still are going to get me up
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
Maybe
Cole wakes me up in the middle of the night a lot.
okay,
But before that, there's just going to be rules.
okay.
They can't scream. They can't.
Yeah,
Hopefully that will work. By the way, so Joel took the kids to the cottage, right?
yeah.
And you tell me if you think this. Can we just start bitching about our husbands?
Yes. Please, I was waiting.
Okay, you tell me if you would bitch about your husband. So it's a first day, brand new show, lots of ears on the show because it's like the first new morning show on Show 1045 in 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marilyn was there for 40 years.
Huge deal.
And I asked you, I asked my mom, my mom and my sister are in um, Quebec at the Canadian Trials for swimming. So it was hard for them, but they still figured out a way to listen. And I said to Joel,
It's on the
my
iHeartRadio app,
yes,
man.
I went to my fucking husband and said, "So you're gonna listen to the show?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm gonna try to get the kids at the door so we can give you your space, but yeah, I'll tune in." So after my first day, like I feel finally this like wave of relief. It's like it's done. And then you have all these opinions and all these people who think, oh, I like this, but say this, but do this more, but do this. And then you call your husband, who you want, like who you trust.
Yeah, who you want to say like you are the best
Yeah,
thing in the
you should
world. You're
feel so proud
great,
of
and
yourself.
You're so beautiful. Let's just add that in, even though he's not looking at you. Yes.
I'm so proud of my fucking successful wife. Like, holy shit, you're amazing at what you do. You know what he says to me? Couldn't get past Ariana Grande.
Well, in fairness, God would normally
no, no.
in his defense, he's a music guy, and that is not his
But
style
I'm
of
his
music.
goddamn wife.
I know that's not
I
the best
couldn't
first comment.
get past Ariana Grande. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's like, "Tried, Joe's really tried." He's like, "Went in and out, did some chores, got the kids packed up, tuned back in again. Another song, couldn't listen. Left again, went back and heard a little bit of something small. I think it was a tease, he said, which is like 10 seconds. And you sounded okay on that. Then left, sorry, I'll try again. Like when you're like, in a couple weeks when you got to show him what I'm like, I fucking hate you. So we got in a big fight.
Did you hang up on him?
I hung up
How
on
did
him.
that go over? Like if I hung up on
I
Jason,
do it all the
think
time. He hates it.
I'm glad. I'm going to tell this to Jason. because
Yes, he hates
feels
it, but
like
I only do it when I'm really angry.
Yeah.
That was I don't know any, like, that was definitely, I had the right to hang up on him in that moment.
Well, I feel you. I do feel
I was
that.
too angry.
Yeah, you needed to
Yeah.
just cool off. I get it. I mean, you've spoken since.
Yes, he's written essays about how I'm wrong and he's right. And then he starts talking about all these other things. And then all I keep going back to is, I'm just very disappointed. And then today he's like, so how's the show? I'm like, I don't know. I need more people's opinions that I trust. Just like, I'm
not
poking the bear, right?
No.
I'm poking the bear.
I get it.
But he didn't listen to my other shows. It just seems like no one in my family really cares. And there's a part of me that gets a part of me, I feel good about that because I know my family and my family like rally together when someone needs them.
Mhm.
So I think that they probably are like, she knows what the fuck she's doing.
Yes.
She's so good at what she does. We don't even need to listen. Like,
Yes.
that's fine. So that there's that part of me, but then the other part of me is kind of sad, and I'm glad I have you.
And I actually thought to myself, it's a huge deal. And I thought, I'm going to send Josie flowers because she should have like
Oh
a
my God.
thing on her desk on Monday. And then I forgot. And then I remembered again. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to go and run and do that. I'll just pick up some. And then I was like, where is there a place to get flowers? So I had all these back and forth thoughts. And then I was like, well, Josie's even really like, I know Jules bought her.
Oh my
flowers
God, you are just like my husband.
So
So let me tell you, I showed up after the show with flowers at my front door. And I was like, they were the most beautiful flowers.
Who were they from?
I was so happy.
An ex-boyfriend?
I was so happy.
Oh,
And
shit.
then-
So
and
you
then-
would have been happy about it.
Well, I was happy in the moment because it just felt really nice. And then we were in a fight. So I took a picture of them and I said, did you send them to me? To Joel? Because he does send flowers and
does.
stuff often. He's like, no. Instead, I just took the kids to the cottage to give you a break because I was doing that instead, which is also a really nice thing. And then I was like, well, who the hell sent me flowers? Because they're so nice. Are you ready for it? You ready for who sent me flowers?
Ex-boyfriend.
No.
Your mother.
No.
Ready? Nando's.
Oh, Nando's, the Chittasquera.
The chicken restaurant.
Portuguese chicken restaurant. They sent me flowers, and I was like, "Thank you, Nando's.
That's
Thank you.
Best.
For fuck's sakes, no one else in my family sent me any fucking flowers."
You know what? I'm sorry I didn't. But
No, but you were
the
there
thought
for
was
me.
there.
The thought was there.
I just sort of screwed
The
up.
thought was there. But it does make you think. It does go back to, you know what? When people do things, send them things. Like, it is a really nice thing to
You know what? You
do.
cannot go wrong.
Yeah.
And I apologize for not doing that because
No,
is a
it's
big
fine
deal.
with you.
I had a weekend.
I had flowers.
Oh,
Nando's got them.
I was like so out of it this whole weekend. Like I took off Canada Day and I went up north and my sister and I planned to do this trip to this Veta spa.
Mhm.
We knew it wouldn't be that busy, but we got there and it was really beautiful. We were hanging out and then all of a sudden it was like the tides turned. I think you were in the car at this point. You were
Okay.
driving back from your
Oh,
cottage.
yeah.
And-
Oh, you mean like the big storm?
There was a torrential
Oh,
storm.
yeah.
It was like a tornado. It was terrifying.
Oh my God, it was
So we had to leave. The spa actually closed down because they had lost power.
Well, it was the blowing of all the stuff, like the debris that was on the roads. So we're talking now, July 1st. Or was it 1st?
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
it was 1st.
July 1st.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
torrential
you're
storm
right.
Happened.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Because I was coming. No, you're right. It was.
It was.
It
It was.
It was, yeah.
And so that was like that was you. I know you were in a car.
I was in a car on the way home because I was doing practice shows and everyone went to the cottage. And I was in Pickering. And honestly, I thought there was a funnel in the sky. It wasn't, but all the debris around there was tires blowing at people. So in people's like cars. So I actually like went to my best friend's house who lives in Pickering and I stayed there for about 30 minutes because it was too crazy on
I'm
the road.
glad you did. I'm glad
Yeah.
you did. But that's the way the weekend for me started. And then it was a crazy but good weekend. So anyway, to go back to the flowers, that's why I feel like I had too much on my mind.
Yeah, no,
But
don't
speaking
worry.
of flowers, can I just say, my mother is one of those people when it comes to flowers. So she's always got a garden and it's always captivated me how she it's almost like she's like Asperger's when it comes to her knowledge of flowers. If she remembers them,
Okay.
not only just their casual names,
Yeah,
but
but she
you know
remembers all of
the
it.
Latin names
Yeah.
of both of them.
That's
And yeah, I
amazing.
can point out anything. So, but this weekend, I made it my aim when we were out for a long walk on these rural roads to ask her about the wildflower names. And Josie, I want to get good at it.
I hear you.
Like there is so like now I made it my aim. 3 days I was like, okay, that's Viper's bug loss, that's you know, evening primrose,
Yeah.
that's I don't know, milkweed, that's a daily lily. And now I can picture each one of them in my head. She'll brag, or she'll be like, oh, and that's also, and she'll drop the
Right.
Latin name,
So
and I'll be
making it
like,
out now.
now you're just bragging. But I want to know this stuff
Mhm.
because I feel like I don't know. Between birds and flowers, I'm really interested and what did I say? Like my embroidery class
Mhm.
that I took. I'm entering my old lady phase. But also I think there's something that we're losing in knowing I know too much about, I don't know, like
You wanna know
celebrity
about
gossip. Do
yeah,
I want to know
nature.
about this stuff?
I
There's
know.
something and now I'm kind of like I don't know. They're quieter little things to know. And so, anyway, so I was filling my brain with that all weekend
Well,
and not thinking of other flowers. I did pick a bouquet of wildflowers.
oh, I would have been okay with I would have made fun of you.
I know.
But
It
you
would
know
have
what?
wilted by the time I got back.
Cole and I have been doing the garden and we've been doing like the grass outside and he feels like a big responsibility if the grass like to water the plants. And then there is something really nice about
There's
that.
something beautiful about
Yeah.
watching something grow and something
Yeah.
change. And
And
then,
like getting the grass seed. Now our grass looks so much better because both of us put the grass seed down and
and you still
stuff.
have the pea tree in the back.
We still have the pea tree. We talked about it on the
People
show.
don't know it's
Yeah,
pea on the tree.
we bought a tree, put it in the backyard, and all the boys decided to pee on it every time they had to go to the washroom. And now the tree is the biggest tree in the entire neighborhood.
Speaking of your backyard, though, last week there was a time when you were doing a practice show, and I don't know, we were the show was not on because of FIFA, so I was out with Jaya,
Mhm.
and you called me in a panic. Do you want
Yeah.
to tell this story?
Yeah, so yeah, like I had a babysitter here, but she had to take my other son to an eye appointment. And my youngest, who's only 10, he was like, I'm going to my friend's house. The babysitter was like, okay, no problem. We'll be back in an hour. Well, I guess he didn't inform us that his friend wasn't home. So he came back home. Now I was on my way home. So I was probably like 15, 20 minutes out. He called me crying his eyes out in the backyard saying that he heard noises and that he couldn't go in the house anymore. And where is someone? Where is someone? Like freaking out. And no one was around because everyone's away or working or whatever. But you were sort of close by.
Yes.
So I called Cynthia and I was like, can you go to my house? Because Bo is crying his eyes out at home and he's scared. So you and Jackie went.
Yeah, it was really cute because Bo and Jaya have had a fraught relationship.
Yes.
Like they were besties during the pandemic, and
Mhm.
Bo is like several years younger than
Yeah.
Jaya.
Yeah.
But they were kind of like they were the cutest little, most
Yeah, they
giggly,
were. They were very cute
adorable.
together.
But now they've hit this like Jaya's in his like he's got a low
He's
key
yeah,
mustache
he's
and
got a lower
he's like
voice.
lowering his
He's the
voice.
way, he's
Whatever,
like a
there's
teenager
something.
almost.
Yeah.
And my boy is like just a little boy still. Well,
Yeah.
sort of.
No, I mean, but we got there and he was obviously trying to hide that he'd been crying. But I felt I want to just scoop
I
him up
know.
and just give him a big
He
hug.
really cries a lot. He gets very scared.
He's sensitive.
He is very sensitive. He is Joel. He is very, very sensitive.
But it was really cute to see, like, just the two of them again together. Things change so quickly
I
as a
know.
parent,
I know.
and it's just I don't know. There was something afterwards, Jaya, because I think Jaya has I don't know, felt like there was like a time in his life where he was hanging around with like the kids
Mhm.
from the pandemic, and
Mhm.
then now he's kind of moved on. But I think there's a part of him that longs for that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about
We need
that
to
in
do
life.
that more.
We
We need to hang out
do.
more. I know.
We spend so much time just doing like stupid things.
I
Anyway, it
know.
was adorable. I love when things like that happen.
I
And
know.
I'm grateful that we're both around ish
I know.
to be able
To
to
be able
do
to
that.
do that for
Yeah.
each other. I know it was really
Um,
nice.
are we so basically, guys, we this summer we are taking a little bit of a break from the podcast because of this big show that
Yeah.
you're
No,
doing.
we're not done it by
No.
any means. I just need a little bit of time to focus on the show so I feel a little bit more comfortable.
Mhm.
Um,
But also, we're gonna be re-airing some of our favorite
yeah,
pods, so you'll still see new ones popping up. Well, not new ones, but, like, we'll
new
reissue.
ones.
And, like, again, if it's, like, one of those ones where you're like, "Oh my god, my friend has never heard this podcast before," it might be
Send it to them.
yeah, send it to them.
And then hopefully we'll come back with a bang. We have like so many ideas. I mean, this year, what did we accomplish? We did our first live podcast.
And it was a great success.
It
We
was a
had
great
so much
success.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have some we're planning some smaller not smaller things, we're planning a big change, but we just don't know. We don't wanna talk about it too
Yeah,
soon.
because we've done that before and it didn't work out.
Exactly, and
So
it didn't happen, so we don't wanna jinx ourselves about that.
but now, I mean, the one good thing I will say is that when we started this podcast, I was doing a morning show.
Mhm.
So we both had time to actually craft it and like really put effort into it.
Yes.
And then I was doing afternoons for so long that, like for the last 2.5 years. And then we had no time and all of our weekends were taken up and it was really
It's true, you
hard.
weren't home until, like, 7
I
PM
wasn't
then.
home till 7 p.m.
Yeah.
and then we could only do Saturday morning. And then we both had like family obligations. But now I'm back on mornings
Yeah.
again. So I just need a little bit of time, like, like 6 weeks or something, or 5 or 6 weeks to get the show ready. And, I feel good about it, feel a bit more comfortable. And then I think we're going to I think we're going to come back really strong. I know people hate when people go leave podcasts, like they go away. They say that we're going to lose all of our people, but I hope we don't.
I hope not either. I don't think that's the case. I'll just say I mentioned, I think, last week that I was listening to Lena Dunham's Fame Sick,
Hmm.
the Audible, and I finished it yesterday, and I cried listening to it in my car because everything makes me cry. But no, I thought there was something beautiful. I think I spoke about how she had burnout, but it wasn't just that. It's really a story of her chronic pain and her career
Hmm.
stress. And but one of the things that she said that really stuck out to me was how she was trying to contort herself consistently into this thing that she wasn't exactly, and trying to be, I think, live up to other people's expectations of herself rather than just being herself, and the stress and strain that that put on her. And so I've been thinking a lot about, like, I think it's good that we recognize when we're stretching ourselves too thin.
Yeah.
And I find more and more as I go into social media how irritated I feel, like everybody has contorted themselves into a brand.
Hmm.
And everybody, I'm starting to see the same
I
things.
know.
I'm starting to see the same, "Oh, someone's had a revelation about this. Ooh,
Yeah.
I've heard that theory before."
Yeah.
And it's like this kind of disgusting groupthink that I can't seem
Are
to
we over social media? When is it going?
I feel like I'm a little bit over
I'm
it.
fucking over
How do
it.
people feel about Substack? This is what I'm starting to think about a
It's
little
not
bit
Substack,
more.
it's writing, isn't it?
It's writing, but it's not just writing. I've just been starting to delve into little bits because I'm like, is that a place that people, I don't know. I'm curious from people who are listening. Are you there? Are you on Substack? Do you like it?
I'll tell you what I'm doing.
What are you doing? Tell me.
Well, from my last podcast, I've just been really reading, but not just like smutty books. I've been reading, and I actually looked it up on Chat GPT, so like the opposite of what I've been doing. And I was like, what? I'm reading so much. I'm craving reading so much. Like, why? And it is a stress reliever, and it does really help you in conversations. It does make you more relaxed. When I think I talked about this on the show where I felt like I was getting to a point where I couldn't find words.
Mm.
I mean, you know that
Mhm,
feeling where you're like,
mhm.
what is that word? What is that
Yeah,
word? Oh, what is
it's
that?
called perimenopause, though. Also.
Maybe, but I will say all the reading I've done, all my words have come back. Like all of
You went from your smutty books?
I love my fucking sweaters. We got a text or we got to read. Did we get an email? Someone said,
downloaded
listen.
all the
Okay,
audio
so
versions
I
of
just
yours.
did it too, and it's so bad. Do you want to hear one of them? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
play part of it.
Oh my god, it is
I love it
so
how you've
bad.
gone down this rabbit hole, smut, and now I've immediately gone into another memoir. I'm listening to Patti Smith's.
Oh, like that would be
Just
fun. Maybe I'll
Kicks.
do that after.
I mean, it's not fun exactly. It's about her and Robert Mapplethorpe's relationship, but I mean, I'm enjoying it. Okay,
Are you
play some
ready for
smut.
the worst?
Fine.
No, the worst voice ever, the cheesiest voice
Okay,
ever. Are
let's
you
hear it.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, hold on.
Chapter 40. Darius. I sat at the foot of the stairs in the central entranceway to the Palace of Souls, waiting for my girl with my heart thumping to a steady rhythm and my senses
Oh,
to
Josie.
It's just the audiobook. The book, when you read it yourself, it's fine. When you read it, when you listen to that, you're like, oh my God,
That
this is the worst thing in the
Sounds
world.
like a 15-year-old wrote it. But
I
anyway.
know. What's wrong with me?
Well, this is interesting though, because, and I don't mean to sound, I think what is it called? There's a psychological thing. Like I tried to watch, I thought, oh, I'm missing out on cultural conversations. Everyone's talking about Love Island. I need
Oh, don't.
I turned it
It's
on.
the worst thing in the world.
I could not get the introduction,
I know.
the song, they play a song, and I don't know if this happens in every episode where all the girls, the sexy girls and the guys all lip sync to
I
it.
don't know.
I was so embarrassed
Mhm.
for every single one of them. I don't know what happens. Is it that phenomenon that happened when people were watching like Maury Povich, where you're like, you watch people
Probably.
and you go, oh, at least I'm not
At
that
least I'm not
fucked
that
up.
person. That's how like Love is Blind is what the last one I watched. I had to honestly, I had the converter remote.
I love how you said that.
It's a very British thing. It's a very
I
British
do
thing.
too.
I had the converter in my hand and I was fast forwarding half of it because it was so boring. And I was like, but like it was bad and off the rails, but it was boring.
Do you know what also has been bugging me lately? To go back to ChatGPT. ChatGPT has been bugging me,
I
not just
know.
because I feel very conflicted whenever I'm using it, but also because it's like it pretends it's like it's too familiar.
I know.
It's like one of those people you meet and
Thinking of
they think
you.
you know me. Well, it'll
Yeah.
say these things like since
You
I
have a
know you,
10-year-old. Oh, yeah.
or no, this one was because I was brainstorming a few ideas and they were like, you know what? I know you so well. Here's what I think you should do.
I know.
I'm like,
I hate
you're
it.
not an I.
And also, I just feel like all my creativity is gone whenever I use it for anything creative. I
The-
hate it.
Maybe for minor brainstorming and definitely for trip planning, gold.
Sure.
But for
Gold.
anything, I don't know. It's showing its lack of humanness.
It really
in
is.
a massive way. I know I have
If there's a study, like I wanted to see this study that was released about something, I don't remember what it was. So I was like, look up the study. And then, or if you have like, I mean, there's a lot of good things for it. I mean, like if you have a contract and you want ChatGPT to read through your contract,
sure.
I get that. But creatively, fuck that.
It's no creative.
Yeah.
Can I just say that also just because you're starting a new job, I know you're in the same office, but there was this piece in the New York Times that was talking about how we all need to bring back the office romance. And I was reading it today.
There's no one in our office that I'm gonna like start. First of
Is
all,
it
I
not-
have a new job, so I'm not gonna do that. Second of all, I have a husband,
I know.
and third of
But
all,
just even a crush? Like,
but,
even
but
you
you have a crush on anyone in our office? Well, why are you hesitating?
I had to think for a second.
Is
I mean,
there anyone?
I mean, low key, there's one person I've always had a minor crush on in the building. You know
Whoa.
who this person is.
I do.
I mean, but
Oh,
now,
yeah.
now we're
Never
good
mind.
friends. We're
Okay,
very good
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
But also,
I
like,
know.
low key.
Yeah, I get that.
But I mean, it's a nice way, a little
I
bit of
get that.
flirtation. I'm certainly not the only person that person flirts.
No. I completely understand that. That's flirtation.
But it's nice to have that. Anyway.
I'm flirt with his friend.
Oh, I know you do. Oh, I know you do. Anyway, I'm just saying for all the single people out there, I don't know how I got here, but I think that there's something, even though obviously you don't want to have like, actually, I can think of somebody else who I have a minor crush on.
Who?
I can't say.
Is it on my side or your side?
on your side?
You have a crush on someone on my side? Who the fuck do you have a crush on my side?
I don't have a crush really. It's not a crush. It's just like, oh, that person's kind of like in
Who?
a different world. I'm not telling
You
you
have to
right
tell me.
now.
Give me
no.
give me
I'm gonna
give
eat
me
my
one
cake right now.
give me one letter. Give me a letter. You're not even giving me a letter?
No,
On my side?
can't do it. Won't do it.
I'm trying to think of all
Can't
that.
do it.
And then on my side.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, I don't even know what my point was. My
I don't
point
know.
was,
Now that's all I can think about.
is the article says for people who don't like think about this is maybe the thing that gets people back to work.
Mhm.
And we just need people back in the offices. Maybe it's that you have to resurrect. Remember, it was like a whole mainstay in pop culture. You had like Sam and Diane and Cheers. You had the people in the office.
Yeah, we need it back.
We need it back.
Well, I agree. And for the people who are already there, it sucks that like everyone else isn't there. I miss everybody.
It feels actually even in our buildings right now. I feel well,
little
it's
lonely.
great. It's a bit lonely.
I know.
So come over and visit us sometime. I'll
Yeah.
flirt with you.
Yeah.
We
flirt with
can
me.
be each other's crushes.
Okay.
All right
I
then,
like it. Okay, we'll see you in a couple.
guys. Yeah.
More than a couple.
And we'll be on social media in the meantime. Stay with us, and we'll have more news later on in the summer.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Bye.